I'm Barbara Buckley, and I'm the Executive Director of the Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada, and I'm happy to offer some tips regarding pro bono. Well, let's start with why you should do it. Well, there's lots of reasons. First, it gives you great experience, especially when you're starting your career. It's not a fun experience to tell a client, well, I've never been to court before. Well, take a pro bono case. You'll have gone to court by the time you're chatting with your paying clients. Second, who doesn't want to save money? Most of the legal aid providers around the state want your time and talent, and they'll offer free CLE and train you in an area of law. So you get free CLE along the way. Third, it gives you some real life experience talking to a client, finding out their needs, honing your interviewing skills. Fourth, it allows a judge to see you already making a difference in the community, making an impact. Fifth, it gives you goodwill among the judiciary. You know, the judiciary notice who is helping the struggling numbers of people who appear in their court. It is really just staggering to think about how many people represent themselves in court. In family court, the figures range from 75 to 90%. In landlord-tenant court, it's almost 100%. People are struggling. Judges notice they can't advise self-represented litigants about the law or what to do. That's why they appreciate pro bono attorneys so much. Our message to the attorney bar, and especially our new practitioners, is look, we know there's lots of people that need help. All we're asking you to do is take one. We've started one campaign this year where our message to the legal community is simple. Just take one. If every lawyer just was a hero to one client and took one case, just think about the difference we would make collectively. So as you're starting off your career, join the One campaign. Let me give you another tip on how to do it. Where do you begin? You've listened to the message, you're hooked. Well, it's very easy. There's a One campaign website statewide, which will tell you about all the different legal aid providers across the state. So whether you're in Reno, Yerington, Las Vegas, Henderson, there's an opportunity for you. And the opportunities are really varied too, especially in the bigger communities. For example, there are pro bono opportunities ranging from anything to going to a VA center for a few hours and giving counsel and advice to veterans, to helping an abused child by being their voice and their lawyer in court, to representing a victim of domestic violence, to helping a senior swindled out of $2,000 when they went to buy a used car. You know, some of these disputes may not take a lot of your time and talent, but to that person who has that issue, it is everything. Your involvement is life-changing, because if you lose your children, your house, your life savings, even if it's $2,000, that changes your life. And then if there is no access to justice, no way for these folks to get help, they lose faith in the judicial system. And we have one of the best systems in the world, but if people don't feel it, if it's not there for them, why would they believe in it? So it's just a great opportunity for a lawyer to make a difference. Some tips about the practical side. We offer free malpractice insurance that's primary to anyone who's concerned that they don't have malpractice insurance. The filing fees are waived. There's a statute that says if the client is indigent and you're pro bono working through legal aid, the filing fees are waived. We have people, court reporters, private investigators, who all volunteer their time to help you. Tyler Technologies and other vendors in other community waive the fees for e-filing. So we have very practical tips to give you as you volunteer on how we make this easy. Another tip about doing pro bono that you may not be aware of is the amount of mentoring that's available if you do pro bono. All of the legal aid organizations around the state just don't want to throw you in the deep end, have you had a bad experience, and then have you not volunteer again. So we've developed mentorship programs. So here's what happens. If it's an area of law that legal aid does day in and day out, for example, down south, we represent abused and neglected children in child welfare cases. Every time someone volunteers to represent a child, we'll assign you a mentor. In family law cases, we have some of the best and brightest experienced family law attorneys in the community who have volunteered to be mentors to anyone taking a family law case. And so you have an opportunity to get to know another practicing lawyer in Clark County well, and you feel that support, and you can easily get answers to questions that you may have on your pro bono case. One of the innovations we've just added is we've put Pleading Banks on our website. So again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel creating a form or a brief from scratch. You can look at our website, find the pleading that you need to help you on your pro bono case. And the legal aid organizations are also there for mentoring, even if you don't have a pro bono case. We're lawyers in the community. That's the great thing about the Nevada state, is that we're still a small state. We're there to help each other. And you know, the best mistake you make is the one you catch in your own law office, right? Before it goes out the door. Call us. If it's an area that we do, whether it's representing kids, special education, immigration, family law, consumer law, you name it, if it's an area where we practice, we're happy to lend you a hand. And, you know, again, maybe you'll get to know us and then take a pro bono case. The reason we stay true to our message is because we see the unmet legal need. Some lawyers say to us, but I've never done this type of case. I'm not going to be any good. I'll mess it up. Well, I say to that lawyer, here's another tip for you. You're going to be a lot better than the client is by themselves, right? You're able to articulate legal concepts. You can research. You can talk to a mentor. You make a difference. And the judges know that you're doing pro bono because on your pleading you put as a cooperating pro bono attorney, so they know you're there from the goodness of your heart, and they take that into account. So there's just so many reasons to do pro bono. My message is simple. Be the one. Make one promise to one Nevadan and make a difference in someone's life. We will show you how to do it. We will make it easy. You'll learn the law. You'll learn skills. You'll be well regarded by the judiciary and your peers, and you'll be a hero to someone with a legal need. So, don't wait. Volunteer. Break out that website. Call that number. We're waiting for you. Thanks so much.